God wishes for you to emerge into my waters. Evacuate the shallow waters of a limited faith. To comprehend my current statement, it is necessary to overcome the obstacles introduced by my previous comments. Are you prepared to emerge? Are you prepared to relinquish all of your unproductive activities and blocked thoughts to the extent that you are unable to be identified by individuals who are unfamiliar with you and believe they are aware of your plans? I have reviewed their objectives and strategies, and I advise you to disregard their assertions. They have entirely misunderstood me. You do not subscribe to agrarian beliefs. It was not your assignment to locate the hopeless remnants of theological ineffectiveness and extract them. I would be grateful for your doctrine, and in return, you would receive my life, which no doctrine can completely encompass, except life and life more abundantly. I have come to provide you with these items to enable you to learn from them and guide others to the verdant meadows that I have prepared for those who trust me. Today, God declares, my people are in distress due to their inadequate information. Acquire knowledge and insight concurrently, as knowledge is the most critical asset. These are more valuable and expensive than gold or gems, and they are stronger than physical fortitude. You are intelligent, which is why every flawless gift I give you is accessible to you. For you to be a source of benefit, I wish to bless you and elevate your reputation. A significant number of gifts are misplaced because individuals fail to anticipate positive outcomes and express untrue statements, which is detrimental to both you and me. It is one thing to anticipate negative outcomes. However, discussing one's loss, even in jest, elevates the situation to an entirely new level. While contemplating your thoughts, you can eliminate those that induce fear and replace them with my words, which will provide you with life, serenity, and victory as a gift. How you act and speak is influenced by your perception of the goodness or badness of an object. By holding on to thoughts of loss and allowing my word to cleanse your mind, you establish a connection with the opposing spirit and speak of victory, thereby fostering the development of the mind of Christ. Doubt, denial, anxiety, and other distractions assault my mind. I am optimistic, and my attention is focused on the reward, which is you. My word provides you with the ability to believe in your faith, as faith is derived from hearing. I allocated a specific measure of hope to each individual. It is present to assist you, so you can rely on it. How many times did Jesus utter the phrase, "Your faith has made you whole"? The gift of faith is enhanced when an individual serves others. When your faith is fortified by my word and my spirit, request what you desire. It will be realized. Speak to the boulder and observe it falling. Request that your mind be rejuvenated and yield to the Holy Spirit within you. Say my word aloud and have faith in it. You will derive pleasure from witnessing the meticulous execution of the virtuous deeds I initiated in you. In the present day, God desires that you transcend the present and embrace the eternal foundation of your identity. You are not hindered by temporal constraints. It is unnecessary to adhere to a specific year, month, or day. Time and infinity are both under my control, therefore, you possess time as well. The Father asserts that time is not passing, rather, my praise is being bestowed upon numerous individuals. I am with you, and my favor precedes you to eliminate the obstacles that impede your progress and to create new avenues for you to receive bounties and opportunities. Adopt a Christ-centered perspective, as this is the moment when the oceans and winds yield and all other elements yield to the faith-driven words of your heart. This is because you comprehend and embody the significance of the sacrifice I made for your life on earth, which is a reflection of my presence in paradise. The Father asserts that Pygmy's faith is no longer capable of satisfactorily addressing all of your inquiries regarding the mysteries. The fundamental truth of your journey with me is established by your comprehension of my current identity. I am incorporating myself into you and expanding myself through your presence. I am engaging in activities with you that I did not anticipate and that some individuals may perceive as improper due to their religious convictions. They asserted that I would not or could not benefit you. However, I am doing so in the presence of numerous individuals. However, as God, I am capable of performing any action at any given moment without the need to consult with anyone else. Therefore, let us celebrate. Before the video continues, I request you to like the video and share this video with your family and friends, and request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. According to God, salvation is not achievable through individuals, their circumstances, or their responses, as they will never suffice. The only way to completely capitalize on Calvary's abundance is to ensure that the price is paid to perfection. According to God, transformation is imminent. The dustman is diminishing in size, while the singular new entity within me is emerging. The wheat is standing up, while the tares in your field are lying down, so that you will be able to flourish on the day of my praise. God instructs, embrace that glory by immersing yourself in my death, which will enable you to be enveloped in the baptism of my resurrection. God desires for individuals to transition from their current knowledge base to their unknown knowledge base. You have endured anguish and sorrow, transfer it to me. God is announcing a significant transaction. The ashes will be transformed into beauty, and the oil of joy will be employed to banish the spirit of sorrow. Today, God has declared that the era of sorrow and mourning will conclude. Happiness and illumination are brought. My touch alleviates the burden, resulting in spiritual stagnation and rest in the form of purification and renewal. God declares, this is your portion and this is your allotment. I am the source of your righteousness. The Father informs you that you are currently surrounded by a sizable number of witnesses who have completed their journey. Some reached a successful conclusion, while others arrived at my presence with an unfulfilled destiny. However, my strategy for you will remain unchanged. Although you have experienced feelings of isolation and loneliness, the Father assures you that you are not forgotten and that those who preceded you adored you. They await the completion of all the tasks that would not be completed without your assistance in the heavenly domain. Receive solace in this thought and reality, declares God. I am in your corner, and the divine's blessings are all around you as you confront each obstacle and embrace the new life I have crafted for you daily. Contact me immediately to take advantage of the most exclusive and exceptional opportunities that I have arranged for you. I am not waiting, and you are not required to do so either. I recommend that you proceed with the necessary actions. Demonstrate your convictions through your actions and words. Let your speech establish the regulations that my word will uphold, and the entire heaven will concur with them. You are approaching a new day. Exceedingly antiquated items are no longer functional. While you progress toward the complete destiny I have for you, allow those who have passed away and been interred to rest. This is your portion, and my affection encompasses you like a comforting blanket. My beloved, my steadfast love is currently enveloping and hugging you so tightly that the enemy is unable to ignore the extent of my affection for you. As a result, he is so disheartened by his assault that he ultimately surrenders and flees. Today, God is requesting that His blood purify your heart from a guilty conscience. If you are burdened by a guilty conscience, it induces you to engage in activities that I do not require, thereby freeing you from the more critical responsibilities of being wise, fair, compassionate, and empathetic toward others. Interact with others throughout the day to liberate them from the severe judgments of a narrow-minded perspective. I will also release you and provide you with a substantial gift that you are unable to contain as you relinquish your judgments of others. God declares, I have not called you to perform. I have called you to exist. Your responsibility is to be the beloved. All loyalty, sacrifice, and fate originate from this state of repose. Attempt to discover the tranquility that results from acknowledging that I am sufficient. Your sense of privilege is derived from my identity and actions, rather than from your religious aspirations or your own identity. What arrangement are you proposing to me? Known for his humility and remorse. God declares, that is my residence, and that is the fundamental space that I inhabit. I invite you to depart with me. According to God, you have not been summoned to a shallow religious practice or a notion. In contrast, He asserts that He has directed you to reside in His Spirit, which transforms the world and elevates you to the pinnacle of Christlikeness. I am stationed at the entrance and knock. The Father commands, enter. I have prepared my meal, and everything is in place for the full manifestation of Calvary to accommodate all of your requirements, from the slightest inconvenience to the greatest burden. Pray with the words that come out of your mouth. Your faith-filled prayer brings to fruition my intentions, which are explicitly stated in the Bible. Allow your mouth to plead. I have not excluded you or disqualified you in any way, and I have mentioned you at the appropriate time. Due to the blood that was shed for you, you are deserving of a favorable response from God. Before the video continues, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. The identity of the small g deity of this realm is disclosed. He harbors false aspirations and conflicts that were never intended by Madame, and he causes problems for my people by pursuing things he is unable to obtain. I am worthy of your confidence. Trust that you will never be without anything as your excellent shepherd. You will not be lacking in any necessities. Individuals who are content with the truth and the delicacy of my prophetic guidance, as demonstrated in their lives through the word of the Lord, will not be inclined to pursue the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Fear and a sensation of isolation are absent. We are united. In the treasure, you are welcomed and well cared for. Everything is satisfactory. Today, you are endowed with the opportunity to undergo transformation, improvement, shift, and change. My word is like a candle for your feet and a light for your path. It shows you the right way to go and the right time to go, God says today. I am ensuring that you are aligned with the individuals you are intended to join as family and community, so you will not squander your potential prematurely or fall behind. Despite your feelings of isolation, you have a role to perform in this transformation. You are not required to attempt to resolve the matter or locate the individuals in question. I possess the necessary resources to communicate with you. Your obedience facilitates your journey to your destiny, and your willingness facilitates your acquisition of what you desire. Your decision should not be impeded by uncertainties. Upon realizing this, dispose of it. It is no longer a part of you. You are destined to comprehend my thoughts and distinguish between those that are consistent with them and those that are not. Your heart will be filled with a new sense of tranquility as I guide you through the open doors that are in front of you. You will always be guided by my word, which states, "This is the path, walk in it." New opportunities, concepts, and paths that were previously unimaginable become apparent. Currently, you are awakening to a sense of liberation and happiness that you were previously unaware of. Numerous individuals believe that I am dissatisfied with the situation. However, this is not the case. My most sincere aspiration is for all individuals to be preserved, and it is disheartening to me that certain individuals will be unable to do so. Nevertheless, I have been aware of the result from the outset. I am aware of the outcome of this situation as I embrace you, and I will emerge victorious. Other than the power you grant him through your thoughts, words, and actions, the demon does not influence you. He will seek out another individual to harass if you decline his advances. In the message of today, God advises that even the most overwhelming issues should be postponed, as they will be resolved at the appropriate moment. Waiting is a challenging experience, however, it is an essential component of your existence. Faith is rendered unnecessary when everyone obtains their desired outcome promptly. The promises are yours if you maintain faith and endure. If you were not required to wait, you could acquire any knowledge. This period of anticipation is not a denial, it is a preparation for you to embrace the fulfillment of the promises that are manifesting in your life. Developing a sense of tranquility regarding oneself and one's circumstances will enable one to be prepared and resilient when the occasion arises. Do not lose hope in me, as circumstances will evolve. It is now time to refresh, reevaluate, and begin anew. The ability to complete your lifelong instruction is granted to you. I have a positive plan for your life that will result in an anticipated increase in faith and acclaim, regardless of your age. While the anticipated conclusion does not necessarily indicate the conclusion, it does represent the destination I intended for you to reach from the outset. A location that promotes tranquility and freedom, where individuals can socialize and unwind. Despite the fact that the process has taken longer than anticipated, all components of my book have been completed on time. Upon reaching the convergence season, your life will be complete and devoid of any obstacles, concerns, or doubts that could impede your success. You enter the glory zone and become a genuine representation of Jesus on earth when everything aligns perfectly and Murphy's Law ceases to influence your life. God commands, "Now consume my abundance." I am complete within you, and my prosperity is poured upon you like a powerful torrent that can be halted by nothing in the world. Roots of blessing and favor are being established at the core of your existence, as disappointing structures crumble. God declares, "You are the focal point of my affection." Certain individuals may attempt to cause you harm by asserting that I will not provide assistance or encouragement. However, I will disregard their assertions as I accomplish precisely what your adversaries believe I am incapable of accomplishing due to my divine nature. I am granted the autonomy to act at my discretion, without the necessity of justifying my actions to anyone. We are instructed by God to be joyful today, and I implore you to seek happiness once more. Sadness is the act of departing and dispersing. Currently, the loss is merely a minor component of my broader commitment to your life. Ascended and ruled with authority. Ascend and claim your 2/3 share. I am the God of freedom, I am not the God of clinging on. The graciousness I am extending to you will bring you joy as you observe my beauty. Certain individuals are only able to perceive objects and are unaware of the events that are occurring in their surroundings. Please do not merely observe the surface of your environment, rather, endeavor to comprehend the profound nature of my impact and the remarkable events it is causing. God declares that you will become the most exemplary embodiment of my unambiguous benevolence on earth in an instant. God declares in His Word that the fire of His Majesty is currently being demonstrated. Your lives are being transformed by the petitions of hope, both individually and collectively. I never take any action without first informing my servants, the prophets. I am initiating an internal transformation in you that will subsequently manifest in the external environment. I am present with you today, and you will experience solace in your spirit, as this is a period of tranquility and relaxation. Peace is my gift to you amid sorrow and disorder. Speak the word, and you will witness the ailing recover, the disabled regain their mobility, the blind regain their sight, and the deceased resurrect. Is it even feasible? All things are feasible for individuals who possess optimism. All objects that are in my presence are rendered attractive. You are a source of honor for the universe. Under the pouring out of my glory, you can observe my actions and participate in them. You may have greater faith in your ability to embrace it. Eliminate your uncertainties and place your faith in my word. The present moment is an opportunity to experience additional joy, serenity, love, and glory. I am not only a good deity, but I am also terrifying and powerful, and nothing can impede me. I will perform extraordinary feats in your life that will astound you if you have faith in me and desire to establish a closer relationship with me. Making your heart's desires a reality brings me immense joy. My affection is palpable when you approach me. I am love, I am not merely an entity that exists. At present, my affection is directed toward you to facilitate your understanding of me. I am not merely a collection of abstract concepts or convictions. I am a sentient entity that provides solace. I am disclosing more information about myself than you anticipated, as you are my beloved offspring. In the present day, God asserts that the visible world undergoes transformation and disappearance, while the invisible realm remains constant and governs all. You are sovereign because I am sovereign. This is the statement of God: you are on earth as I am. I am the universe's sovereign and have granted you the authority that accompanies that title. This implies that you can symbolize my control on earth, where previously there was only a lack of resources, restriction, sorrow, and disappointment. God is announcing that abundance is on its way and that dearth is ending. Your sorrow is dissipating, and joy is beginning to manifest within you. Even though disappointment is evolving, the moment is rapidly approaching when your essence will be satisfied and you will experience joy. In the world around us, God instructs us to turn away from the fraudulent patriarchs. Despite their efforts to provide solutions, they ultimately result in disappointment and dashed expectations. They are nothing but lies, but my truth consumes them like ash, and they will be dispersed by the winds of my actions in your life and on earth, just as chaff is. I am demonstrating how to find solace in the reservoirs of my purpose. Certain individuals may remain depressed and weep throughout the day due to their perception of hopelessness and darkness. However, I have demonstrated the dawn that illuminates the mountains of this new day. Even though you will only be able to observe a variety of events, you will be secure and protected in my tent until the illness that attacks during the day and the disease that strikes at night are no longer visible. Today, God declares, the snake of self-awareness originates from the tree of your soul, but my spirit communicates with you from the vine that resides at the core of your being. Remain steadfast in your commitment to the vine and resist the allure of deceptive fruit and false fulfillment that your mind and eyes desire. The ears are never satisfied with sound, and the eyes are never content with sight. However, I am the ultimate completeness that encompasses all, whereas those in your vicinity only perceive deficiency and void. According to God, you possess an abundance. You are no longer your former self, rather, you possess the essence of my authentic self. Establish yourself in that reality. At this very moment, establish your identity in the essence of my being within you and your being within me. The deceptions of the enemy will diminish, and you will be able to observe my eternal truth in its entirety and action. Because you are my wife and I have promised to be faithful to you, put on the holy and clean clothes, the Father instructs. Today, I will guide you beyond the lattice and into the sacred land of the Most High, a place that the indifferent and dishonest have never visited. In the domain where profundity resonates with profundity, I constructed the foundations of the natural world. I have appointed you to rule and preside with me in this life, not only in the next, from that location. The organism is undergoing a process of healing and change. Provision is not only being increased, but it is also being raised unexpectedly. I will assist you in obtaining acceptance in cases where you have been rejected. When they witness the individual I have transformed you into, reflecting and embodying my character and reflection on earth, those who once looked down on you will regret their actions. Your purpose in me is as follows. Donate.